FJP Investment provides the ultimate guide to downsizing your property. It is something that was certainly not common practice years ago, but now seems to be a growing trend amongst older homeowners. They decide to downsize for many reasons. Children have left home, leaving the mum and dad with a larger house than they need and space that is no longer used. So although it is quite an emotional decision to sell the family home, it does mean that parents can then use the capital realized from the sale to spend on their later years, on holidays, and indeed some even giving their children their inheritance from the family home, whilst the parents are still around to see them enjoy it. But don't be surprised to know it's not just the empty nesters downsizing. Others are making that decision for many reasons. Divorce causes downsizing, as funds from the property are normally divided. If there are no children involved, debt is another reason to downsize. They will clear their debts and get back on the property ladder again. And then there are others who simply believe that paying out on a large mortgage for 25 years is too much of a burden and wish to live a more easy and comfortable life without the constraints of big monthly outgoings. All of the above are a true reflection of today's society. FJP Investment has years of experience in working with individuals whom are looking to downsize and of course looking to invest the capital with high yielding property investments. If debt which needs to be cleared as soon as possible is not your reason for selling, you have the luxury of not having to accept offers that are way below the asking price. You are in a strong position as you are not in any rush. If you decide to use an estate agent, let them know that you are downsizing and they will suggest a strategy for you. It may involve making some minor or indeed major improvements to the property, but only do this if the agent can be sure it will increase the value. Downsizing normally means new beginnings for many people. Maybe retirement makes you want to sell as quickly as possible so you can break free from the day-to-day routine you have done for the past, say, 40 years. If this is the case, you can sell to one of the companies that specialize in quick property purchases, and within weeks you could be selling yourself in a new home abroad or taking a motorhome and traveling the world. Of course, before you even get to downsizing, you need to consider it very carefully, and that's really because there's no going back. Always take into consideration that when you're downsizing, do you need extra room for family staying over? Do you need office space or a garden to potter in? Always look at it from all angles, as once you do it, you can't go back. Your old home has been sold, someone else is living there. Another vital point is storage. We all accumulate possessions as well as the mementos of special times and pieces of furniture that have a special meaning to us. These all have to be taken into consideration when downsizing. Nobody wants to be living out of a box in their new home. So for whatever reason you are downsizing, make sure that it is the right one. Downsizing for the next chapter of your life can of course be exciting, but do ensure that you've taken into account all of the costs involved. And we're talking about agents' fees, surveyors' fees, removal costs. They should all be included before you start the process. And another good question is, do you need all of this space? Don't belong to the group I wish. Look around your home, your garden, even think about your neighbours. Take all this into account when making a decision to downsize. If it's not for debt reasons, make sure you will not miss the space you have now, and certainly not the same neighbours, although some may see this as a bonus. So, if the decision is made, it is time to declutter as you are moving into a smaller property. You can either sell items at auctions if they're worthy or local boot sales. There are charity organisations that will take almost anything and use the money for the charity they represent. Planning ahead and not being sentimental will ensure you have a very good chance of making a great success. If you plan ahead, of your major decision to downsize and start your new life. FJP is a property investment company sourcing a wide range of investment opportunities, both here in the UK and overseas. To find out more, visit our website. It's www.fjpinvestment.co.uk.